Salam dostlar. 6. bölümü size təqdim edirəm.
Good to see you're feeling better.
Thank you. Mr. Finnegan, was it?
Sweet Mother Mary. Have we taken in the village idiot?
Barry! Remember, Shay, I'm Cassidy, and this is...
Barry!
You've been ill for weeks.
I hate to have been a burden.
See? He's a civilized fella.
Aye, for a clumsy deckhand. Probably fell off his ship half drunk.
Barry!
He's right.
What do y'all want?
What's going on?
Baş verin.
You wretch, how dare you!
Shut up, woman.
Oh!
Leave her alone.
Navrıla yakın başlatayım.
Now what are you going on about?
Stay out of this, you fool.
Well, I was going to, but... Now you've made things personal.
You shall perish! Stop him! Run him to the ground! And don't come back! Thank you, Shay. In my younger days, I could have taken them one-handed.
Why were these men bothering you?
The usual. They feel they're owed money because they're not harming citizens. Mark me words, those gangs are going to be the downfall of this city.
Wait here, I have something for you. It won't do you any good walking around Starkers. Here, try these on. They were our sons.
I suppose, if you're looking for trouble, you'll be needing these.
Thank you.
Don't you look a right, gentlemen?
Gas.
Did I have a book with me?
Just those peculiar weapons.
Thank you both. If you'll excuse me. The manuscript is at the bottom of the Atlantic.
Yeni imicimiz belədir. Yüzümüz qırpılmış haldadır.
You'll regret this. The Finnegans are dead. Hear me?
Smart.
Dead. Putting your nose in other people's business ain't nice. You picked the wrong side.
What have you and your friends got against the Finnegans?
I got no gripe. My boss sent me over.
And where's he set up?
You can't miss it. There's always black
Adam
smoke
got
rising
set
from the courtyard of that building.
14 bilməliydik. Bir patron göndərdi. Yəqin patron yanıydı. Bir patronun yolunda deneyəcəklər. Yəqin əsasən sizi öldürəcək. Davam edək. Gizlincə adam tapmalıyıq. okey. Gördüler.
Don't make this difficult for yourselves.
I see him. This town, boy. Resistance not to your best interest. Desist. Ready to open fire.
Don't make this difficult for yourselves.
I can get him from here. Trying to give up
Don't
his
make this
sight.
difficult for yourselves.
Все. Para kəsirik. Bizdən buradan qaçacağıq yani. Parayı yandırdı. Все.
That will help us smoke.
Var kimse var.
Be at ease, Master Cormac. We are friends. The Finnegans were worried you might take matters into your own hands. I am Colonel Corc Monron.
Colonel,
I came to help, but I see I am late. Thank you for dealing with these foul criminals. They were a blight on New York.
what do you care? You redcoats are nothing but landlords. The townsfolk here are grinding away, trying to make a living.
I cannot blame you for having that impression. Some of my comrades have been less than helpful. But I take a different approach.
And what is that?
I care. I want to see these colonists safe and prosperous.
Noble words.
Perhaps actions will convince you otherwise, Master Cormac. Here. Reclaim what they have stolen. Now let us use some of that money for the good of the
Şimdi
city.
para. Devam edemedik komutan.
I realize you to trust me, Master Cormac.
You said you were a friend of the Finnegans.
I am. Their late son worked for me. You are much like him.
How so?
He cared, and he wanted to do good by the people. We shared a dream when he died, that of making the world a better place. Mere survival is not enough. Full bellies, warm clothing. Freedom from want is the greatest freedom of all.
It almost sounds like you have goodwill towards the people you govern.
I do not govern, Master Cormac. I merely assist.
Buggery with a cow, a sheep, a turkey, and a mare. For his friends
See this neglected edifice, Master Cormac? We can make it better. Urban renewal is a new science, but one that has already proven effective. I've arranged for resources. Use them to improve that building.
Tahminiye görək. Evdə nəsə var deyəsən. Təmirə verdik.
What fine work!
The neighborhood would be much better now.
I suspect New York will prosper under your watch, Master Cormac. You can do great things for this city and its citizens. After all, a man needs well for now, Master Cormac.
Dominik. Gidiyor Nida'ya.
The Colonel strikes me as an honorable man. Someone who wants to do what's right. And he may have a point. With everything that has happened. With what I've done. I can't change the past. But maybe there's a future for me here. And maybe, just maybe, I can do what's right this time. I should head back to the Finnegans. Let them know I'm fine.
Shay! Colonel Monroe told us what happened.
You, sir, are a fool. But thanks.
Master Cormac, I am sorry to bother you when you were barely out of your sick bed.
No, I've had enough of being cooped up.
Then perhaps you could get a friend of mine out of trouble. He discovered a nest of criminals developing strange weapons. Look at these. Bullets as loud and bright as firecrackers. If we might have a moment alone. His name is Kristofer Gist. And he might be in over his head. I fear these brutes will hang him like a dog.
I will not let those outlaws have another victim.
Good. The villains are entrenched at Old Fort Arsenal. I have urgent business in Albany. Please tell Master Gist to join me there.
Did you hear, dearie? They are hanging a man in the old fort.
I'll be ashamed to miss that.
2 dəqiqə 50 saniyə yolu vaxt veribdir. Ora çatmalıyam.
Time to die. I have a clear shot. What? Come on, you good-for-nothing slugs. Else I'll report you left, sir. For flies, I have him in my sight. I have his clear shot. Ready to open fire. For flies, I see him. Kill time. I have him in my sight. Reply. I see him. Ready to open fire.
Kristofer Gist! I'm Shay Cormac.
Charmed. But what are you doing here? Don't mind the asking.
The Colonel sent me.
Все, böyle savaştı.
Good show, Shay. Ran them right out of their own den.
Well, I was looking for a new place to live.
Well, don't put your name on the door yet. There may be a few men left on their ship. Look, the bird is nested right over there.
The Morrigan. What is she doing there? That's my ship, friend. Begging your pardon, but I must go fetch her back from those louts.
Oh, wait! I can hardly let you do that alone.
Help me if you can, then.
Keep your wits about you, Shay. Criminals are everywhere, and most of them look just like law-abiding citizens.
And they've been harassing the people who've nursed me back to health.
Sounds like good folks.
They are. Perhaps you know them. Barry and Cassidy Finnegan.
I've never met them, but I knew their son. Careful now. These ruffians can be anywhere. You can draw them out by making noise.
Oh, I've got something better than that.
Well, you seem to be more than capable of taking care of this matter.
Aha, bunlar gizli çete avcısıdır. Yani gizlice öldürecek.
Tell you what, I shall find a new crew for your vessel, in case you have to leave post-haste.
I got you, boy!
You there! Stop! The hour rings for death! Boy, hold! I will not let you...
Tepeye çıkar kürek. Bayrağı kestirelim.
She's a fine ship. And true to my word, I found a crew for her. I did leave one position unfilled, though. Tell me, Shay, do you have a first mate?
He's long gone.
Then I apply for the post, Captain.
Welcome aboard.
As your first mate, may I suggest our next destination? The Colonel will be expecting me to report back.
My thoughts exactly. Colonel Monroe said he'd be in Albany.
Splendid!
Tamam, geçirin ne olur.
Captain's helm!
Mən desin dənizə çıxdıq. Görək nə olur. Deməli, xəritəni balacalaşdıraq. Oraya getməliyik. Bura.
Top!
New York'a yox,
Islands!
River, çay gedirik deyəsən.
The Colonel waits on Albany. I wonder what he has in mind for us to do
O,
next.
mənzərəyə bax.
Us? I thought you just wanted to check in with Monroe. Not sign me up for the army.
Dəniz
No,
keçən
Shay.
olur.
But I admire the Colonel's ideals and want to make them happen.
What kind of ideals?
Secure borders, prosperous farms, fair trade. We need those in these wretched colonies.
Sounds like a high-minded utopia.
It rather does. Want to help make it happen?
Colonel Monroe is an intriguing man, and he certainly seems honorable. We'll head for Albany. After that, I'll see.
Splendid. Full sail ahead, lads!
Short sail! Get off the squall!
None went by, and it's time for us to leave her. Leave her, Johnny, leave her. Oh, leave her, Johnny, leave her.
Shove us off the wind!
For the way.
In good health, I see.
Thanks to the captain here.
'Tis a fine vessel, Captain Cormac.
Thank you, Colonel Monroe.
Master Gist, did you learn more about our conspirators and their new weapons?
Well, only that their base of operations is a French fort further downriver.
It's a little close for comfort, isn't it?
If the French have installed a fort in our territory, they are likely preparing an assault. New York could burn. Will you join us, Master Cormac?
Aye. Enough innocents have died already.
Might I suggest we improve our vessel? The Morrigan is good, but with a few more supplies, she could be unstoppable. And there's a French outpost nearby I happen to know.
I like the sound of that.
Bir Fransız koltuğuna geçen at. Teşekkür.
You'll never have a hammer break on you.
Kaçı başka yerdir.
Occupying the territory?
Dostlar buradaymış.
It is an economic incursion more than a geographical one. Some of the ruffians are sponsored by enemies and opponents. They intend to undermine local authorities.
Not far now, Captain. I've heard they steal from civilians and resell essential goods for 10 times the price.
It's always the little fella who gets skinned. Colonel, you and Gist here seem inspired. There's something in the water. Or the whiskey.
I think Shay is about our intentions towards our fellow man.
I understand, but there is no need. I simply want these colonies to be a place of safety, development, and purpose.
Funny. I thought rich men wanted them to be a place of profit.
I am not a rich man, Master Cormac. Money is a means to an end, not an end in and of itself.
Says you. I think it's a fine end to a game of cards.
Yüz metre var. Deməli, bura qırmızı bölgədir. Yəqin gizlincə salmalıyıq. Onda bunları sonradan gəlməmiş olduruq. İçəri girməliyik. İçəri girmək üstündə bizə yer lazımdır. Ona görə də biz oradan girək. Kəsə yoluna. Kaçar bunlardan.
On double les patrouilles jusqu'à nouvel ordre.
sweet my heart. Well, royalty.
Buna geldi. Sağa götüreyim. Ve kalaya gireyim.
Donc, je me suis enrôlé pour une autre année.
Vraiment? Attends. Pourquoi?
Je ne veux pas mourir. Attaquez le devant!
Sökülüş. Götürdü şimdi İsmail'e. Kaçmak için olmasa ama İsmail burada. Kaçtık. Cəmiyyət olmalıyım.
Good show, Shay. Now let's use those materials to give the Morrigan more firepower. We will need more powerful guns before we approach that. Splendid! That fort and the defenders will tremble.
Dostlar, bu bölümdə bura qədər olsun. Növbəti bölümdə görüşərik. Sağ olun, salamat qalın.